Shields up, Ironbreakers. How's everybody doing tonight?
If only I could be
Naturally, as you guys are aware, things...
3 years sub. Time sure flies. Tomorrow is my birthday. 3.14 meters International Pi Day.
Shadowmancers, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 35 months. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. Thank you. And, I'll wish you a happy birthday tomorrow, because we will be streaming tomorrow. Let me just sort this thing out. Okay. Uricon, how'd you level so fast? Did a handsome male aura help you? No. I'm just that good. I got plenty of help from the Ironbreakers. So, before we begin today's stream, let me just explain what the fuck happened on YouTube today, because it's kind of like... It's not the one thing that happened today, because I've gotten used to shit like that happening. It's just a congregation of things that keeps happening non-stop. And I almost feel like my channel is getting targeted. Like, not even... This is not even like fucking conspiracy theory bullshit. It's just, I legitimately just feel that way. Because shit just doesn't appear to work most of the time. And it's been very frustrating. And it almost seems like every time I try to do something that I like to do, YouTube just goes like, you know what? We're gonna fuck with you a little bit today. So, here's what happened. Here's what happened, right? So I do the stream, and you guys might be wondering, why do you stream on 2 platforms? Why this, why that? And I can explain that to some extent. And the reasoning is, when you're like a smaller content creator like I am, and I know it's kind of stupid to say, smaller content creator, got 140,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's, in today's YouTube, that's pretty small fish. Okay, 140,000 subscribers in today's YouTube is actually pretty small fish, in case you guys were not aware of that. Yeah, pretty much below 1 million, you're a small creator. I would actually say 500,000. Above 500,000, you're actually looking decent, but below 500,000, you're pretty small time. To give you guys an idea, you guys know that I broke the 100K YouTube thing, and after you break the 100K YouTube thing, in the dashboard, it's supposed to unlock like an option where you can go and you can request your 100K plaque. I never got that. But it's whatever, dude. I don't care. I don't need a fucking plaque of acknowledgement to say that I have 100K. I don't care. The point here is that 70% of the videos that I put out don't even make it into people's notifications. Like, if you actually browse like your subscription feed, like, sure, you might get them, but if you're the type of person that usually browses like the homepage of YouTube, you most likely will not get most of my videos. It's that simple. About 70% of my videos. And the other problem is, every now and then YouTube decides to demonetize a stream. And a lot of people, whenever I talk about the monetization, they think that the problem is the money. Money's not the problem, okay? I don't care if I don't make a tremendous amount of money on a live stream. I'm like, whatever, okay, this live stream got demonetized, big deal, don't give a fuck. It's more about what your videos do as a whole than necessarily that one video. The problem when they demonetize a video is that they basically kneecap it as well. Because they remove the monetization from the video, and immediately afterwards, they don't promote your video. Your video doesn't get on recommended feeds. Your video just fucking dies. It just fucking dies. It's over. The moment they demonetize something, that thing is fucking dead. Okay? It's like taking it out back behind the shed and putting a bullet in it. It's the same thing. And they did this to me on the Final Fantasy video. Like when I did my live stream of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I streamed the demo the day that they posted that demo. Like I think within an hour after that demo was on the PS Store, I was live with it. And I had good viewership during the live stream, which meant, this is from experience, because I've done plenty of live streams on YouTube, so I know how this shit usually goes. So usually when you have good viewership, it means that that video is gonna go on and it's gonna do well. It doesn't matter if it makes money or not. Streams don't usually make that much money to begin with, but the video usually goes on and it does well. Like you're talking 10,000, 20,000 views, which is pretty decent for me. But they demonetized the Final Fantasy video like that. The second the live stream was over, boom, demonetized. I even contacted Square Enix and I was like, hey, just to let you guys know, this shit got demonetized. But that video died, pretty much. Like that video's sitting now at like 6,000 views or whatever, which a video like that with the stream that we had and how good that stream was, that video was going to go on to have a lot more views than 6,000. So that video died. And they did the same thing on today's Neo stream, and I'm just like, fuck y'all, like, this is fucking bullshit. I don't want to deal with your shit, like, just fucking, I'm done. I'm done. See, the main reasoning I stream on two places is because there's not a lot of room for growth on Twitch when you do what I do, which is purely mostly gameplay. Twitch nowadays, if you're doing gameplay, you better be doing gameplay of like the top games. So you're talking like fucking Fortnite, the Dota, MOBAs, the Counter-Strikes, the Call of Duties, the GTAs, all of that shit that's usually on top. So that's usually what your biggest opportunities for growth on Twitch. Either that or you do the just chatting section, which is what we're doing right now. But I don't do just chatting nearly enough. But anyway, those are like the big opportunities on Twitch, which is why I go to YouTube so that I can promote both platforms, and I stream on YouTube. I get bigger numbers on YouTube, and I make more revenue on YouTube. That's why, you know, I'm doing the whole thing with YouTube, right? But I'm gonna change that. Fuck it. I'm just like, dude, I can't fucking do. You guys know that there was one time that I was live streaming Zelda, and YouTube literally put a fucking black screen on top of my stream. Like, this wasn't something that happened on my end. They literally censored my stream because I was in the middle of a Zelda cutscene. This was back when Nintendo was a little bit more draconian with their IP, and they wouldn't let people like live stream stuff. As a matter of fact, if you go back and you watch, I think it was the first episode of my Breath of the Wild playthrough. You can probably still see it. There's like, in the first cutscene, there's like a big black screen with the YouTube logo on top. Because they literally censored my fucking stream. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that happen to anyone, by the way. I've never, ever seen that happen to anybody else. I was like, what is this? And since that happened to me, I've never seen it happen since. So that was really weird. But, so yeah, that whole thing went down, and, what I've decided in regards to Neo, because, you know, you guys here on Twitch, some people don't watch the YouTube stuff, some people only watch on Twitch, some people only watch on YouTube, it's whatever. So what I decided to do is I will do a brand new playthrough of Neo, starting from scratch, right here, and then I'm just gonna upload the archives to YouTube, and fuck it, on the main channel, fuck it, send it out to notifications, don't send it out to notifications, kill my channel, don't kill my channel, fuck it, I give up, I fucking give up, dude. If YouTube wants to fucking bury my channel until the end of days, then fucking do it already. I'm fucking done, dude. I'm just fucking done. Like, this is fucking insane, dude. I would rather just fucking, like, I'd rather go work at McDonald's at this point, if this is what the fucking industry is going to. So, that's what we'll do. But I also figured, considering how close I am to finishing the MSQ, I mean, I think it makes more sense for me to finish the MXQ before I start Neo, so that I don't have to go back and forth, because I don't want to lose the story of Final Fantasy XIV. So what we'll do is I'm going to be focusing on the MSQ of 14 until we finish the main scenario quests, not the post-Shadowbringer patches. Before the post-Shadowbringer patches. So we'll finish the main scenario quests, and after that, I'll play through the entirety of Nioh 2, take my time with it, enjoy it, put the VODs on YouTube. If people watch them, they watch them. If they don't watch them, then fuck it. I'm whatever, like I said. Push comes to shove, work at McDonald's. Fuck it. Although with coronavirus, I probably can't even work at McDonald's nowadays, so whatever. But I'll figure something out. What am I doing? Sprudling, I didn't hear the beginning of this, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. Long story short, YouTube did some bullshit, and I'm tired of dealing with YouTube's bullshit. So, if you want to watch Nioh 2, I'm going to stream it here right after I finish Final Fantasy 14. No problem, Geist Hunt. It's all good. As a drive-through worker who is being forced to deal with corona-positive customers, you can work at McDonald's, okay? Send Corona. Yeah, I got you the Big Mac special with extra Corona. YouTube does need competition. Like YouTube they just don't give a fuck. YouTube is just pushing celebrity and mainstream media. Like how do you have a website that is based around dissemination of information and you censor the word corona? Like what? What the fuck? And they're like, "Oh, it's our social responsibility." Fuck you. And now that I love when they came out with that news when Susan Wojcicki or whatever the fuck her name is came out with the news that like, "Oh yeah, we're going to allow select partners to use the word corona." Select partners. Select partners. You mean CNN, MSNBC, your fucking late night show hosts that are probably going to be making jokes about the coronavirus. You know, the same people that get a rating of PG, which is, according to my understanding, lower than the rating of teens, for instance. Despite the fact that in their show, they say something like Trump is Putin's cock holster. Well, so that joke is PG, that's fine. But a channel like mine is apparently, no, man, your shit's T for teen, you're too edgy. Too edgy. You guys have no idea the bullshittery that is going around in the background on YouTube. It's such bullshittery. But anyways, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. We will see. Oh no, it's not peanuts, Shaggerot. I appreciate each and every one of you that supports, and if you can't afford to support, I completely understand. You don't have to. Like, I appreciate everyone that shows up to watch here and on YouTube. I appreciate all of you. This is not about the audience. This is about the platform. It's plain and simple. The platforms, they just don't give a fuck. So, it's fine. It's fine. We'll muddle through. We'll make something happen sooner or later. We'll see how things go, but... You know, it's just, that's why I put that video up saying that I was sorry, because I understand that probably a lot of people on YouTube are going to be disappointed because I was planning on doing the whole thing there, live, but, you know, it is what it is. So let me just edit this stream. We're going to carry on with Final Fantasy 14 MSQ. Shadowbringers MSQ with the Gunbreaker. I already did the leveling off of stream because I didn't want it to bore you guys with another leveling live stream. Cosbaz, Fate, Kegren, Avatar Blade, and no, that's right. Cosbaz, Kegren, Fate, and Avatar Blade helped out with leveling, so we're already like 35% into 78, and I don't think we'll need to do any more of that, so we'll see. Do your role quest. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I forgot that I still have the role quest, actually. It's a good thing you reminded me. Yeah, let's get to that. Let's do this. Swap into regular. There. Okay, I'll let you know. I think I might have to exit the party, though. Let's see, teleport to Line. This is where my role quest continues, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Kerrigan, I'm gonna leave the party because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have to. Wait, I can't. I'm the leader. How do I... Oh, God. Oh, wait, I can disband from here. Sweet. Boop. Here we go! There it is. Rory, can you buy the perks? What perks? What are you talking about? Perks. Oh, sorry. Did we run out? I should be able to activate them from here. Yeah, we still have them. I'll buy some more next time I'm around Limsa. There you go. Oh, you've returned! They've made me go and gather a bunch of strange mushrooms, so hopefully we can finally get some answers. Sol Ool seems rather more pleased to entertain you than grandson. Exemplary timing, Rory. 'Twas more than a moment ago that grandson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request my ass. Oh, sassy. This one's no better than a Yule Morian aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding, I tell you. There's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Shit. Oh, I just realized I have the same armor he does. I swear I didn't know it was the same armor. What the fuck? Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine, Rory said he saw a vision of you and Brandon looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? You know what he's up to now? Brandon is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades, in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. The Kaiosine, aye. But unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Vobert. And he's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? What irony. Even in death, he remains a slave to duty. A knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right before my eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss. But while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, De Kaiosne is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him. You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely wield a sword. Now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Oh my god. That's so dumb. That's so dumb, Muse. Jesus Christ. You're probably gonna get it if you're forced to do that. Make sure you wear gloves at all times and a fucking mask. Actually, just wear a fucking hazmat suit. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. Just tell us where the goddamn ring is and we'll both be on our way. This is how it has to be, huh? Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much. Demand far, far too much. And in exchange for what? This I cannot abide. You're gonna try barter with me, you little shite? Tell me what I want to know and I'll beat it out of you. Dude, this guy is like every interaction that I want to have with side characters and NPCs. Back off, Ruri. Won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murder. Holy shit. Nostralu, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. That's Doc Snake Cake, Shadow Tide 91, Odinving, Solition, and Ellen. Congratulations on becoming grossly incandescent, all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tips of the hat to all of you, and tip of the hat to Nostralu. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murder.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Brandon was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story if you would be so kind as to join me in Liagia. This had better have a point. Yeah, I need to increase the volume for myself because I had to lower it earlier. There we go. That's more like it. Volume should be fine for you guys. It was just from me. Oh no! Phoenix, come back. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Oh, you're in my hunting log. That means you have to die. Oops. For whatever reason, my bars were traded. Oh wait, it was only one. Damn it. This needless violence! Nobody tell PC Gamer I did this. Alrighty. Is there any? Oh, there's an EXP bonus fate. I kind of want to go do it. I probably don't need it though. It is beautiful even now, a palace of forgotten dreams, but before it was Liagia in the time of Vobert, it was Gruin Licht. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Brandon then, a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Soldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls in one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Vobert. I thought I would never see him again. But then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Ardbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations, which had continued unabated in Brandon's absence. Huh. The Warriors of Darkness. So he's actually the same paladin that was in the Warriors of Darkness. Lady Isolde was overjoyed. For a time, it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. Then came the day when we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage, Tadric. Echo time! Hey, Dragon Dad, what's up, dude? It's him, Brandon. I'm sorry. I don't remember who Tadric was. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. Oh yeah, this is the guy in the previous cutscene. It was you, Tadric. Do not deny it, tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters. And for what? Brandon, and after I took such pains to be rid of you, he was the one who caused him to fail his night stuff. You may strip me of my titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Soldia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for in noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting glory. Lord Tadric, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. I was going to make it quick for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Oh, do we get to play this? Oh, sweet. Who do I get to play as? My Brandon? Okay, so this is my swashbuckler combo. Okay, and this is Greatest Eclipse. Okay. We have the heal, Fist of Flight, and Interject. Okay. Okay, I won't be able to attack him until I get these off. Is Arthur about to do some warrior shit? Let's go, Ardbert. There we go. Sure that Ardbert AoEs, even if slightly. No, none of that. Oh shit, I'm out of mana. And the Ray's about to unleash the pain and Nebert at the same time. Double limit break. That's pretty cool. Oh no, they're gonna kill Lamit! Come on, Ardbert, get your shit together. You're supposed to out DPS me. Hit it really, really hard. Jeff Druin, don't worry about it, dude. We'll be fine. We'll figure something out. Kazoosh! Really? Dark Knight has the worst deeps? Paladin's number 2? So hard to believe. Meddlesome wretch, this kingdom is by rights mine. Brandon, what's the meaning of this? Uh-oh. Tadric, but why? After serving us faithfully for so many years. I am no servant. No servant! Not of your mother, or father, or you! Milady! God damn you! Hardbert's armor was cooler back then. Lady Saldia, speak to me. Difference in tank damage is minuscule though. Maybe at level 80. Between 77 and 71, it's pretty beast. In favor of Gunbreaker. 71. Brandon, my dear brave Brandon, am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows, even now? Now and ever after, milady. My sword is yours to command. That is well. Would that I had the strength to wield it myself. Still your heart, brave Brandon, and for the good of Vobut and her people. No, 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 I cannot. I will not! Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. To your friend who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and see justice. Justice. No, it should be me. Brandon, my sword, now and ever after. We've rounded up the rest of Tadric's co-conspirators and tossed them in the jail. The ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. What the fuck? She dropped a crystal. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Angry Kangaroo, I'm definitely going to do a playthrough here on Twitch of Final Fantasy VII. You can count on that. Well, you saw what happened? Wicked White, she begged him to do it, like Melinda. Come, let us quit this place and return to Pleione. I forget, does he have the echo too? Okay. The Dark Knight that comes with me on these quests. No, not Brandon. Grandson. Grandson doesn't have the echo? Then basically we told him just now what happened because he didn't see it. Okay. For a second I thought that he had seen it. See, this is why I want to do this before I do Neo, because I'm just gonna forget shit if I don't see the story through. And it's not gonna be as good. Oh, I will, Remedies Exion, I will. Do you know why I entered into royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid, for there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires, what she would want for me and her kingdom, for Brandon, and yes, even for you, grandson. To define oneself in opposition to the other, an other bereft of complexity, nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities, a villain, indeed, there is comfort in certainty and hatred. But it is a false and fleeting comfort. Bought with lies, we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do, and never you mind the cost, if anything. The more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Brandon was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now, Ruri. Yeah, I can ride a Rathalos in this game. This requires level 80. It's the final one. Okay. So now we go back to Yulmore. Yulmore, baby! The ladder is situated to the north and west of Right. Let us make our way there, Ruri. Let's do just that, Alphino. We get the rest of these damn currents. The glory hole. I can't mount here? You can't mount in the derelicts. Huh. That was pretty cool. Remedy's Exion. Where do I have it now? Here. North. Okay, so the currents that I'm missing are up top there. It's a spoiler to what role quest? Till I've seen the quests? Okay. Cosbos dictates. There's a secret role quest for completing them all. Oof. 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 Dude. Like, oof. That's big oof. Okay, Cosbos has the solution. Remedy Zexion, the oof is like the probability of me doing all of the role quests. Like, look at this. Yeah, let me just go right ahead and where is it? Let's go right ahead and level up that astrologian to 80, and then like a machinist to 80, and then
If only I could
a red mage to 80. No.
Keiruri, how is the situation with the Neo 2 stream?
Yanashido, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent for 6 months. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. What we're gonna do with Neo is first I'm going to finish the MSQ for Final Fantasy XIV, which according to Cosbos I should be about 8 hours away of finishing, give or take. And as soon as I finish that, I'll start a fresh playthrough of Neo 2 here on Twitch. And then I'll put the archive on YouTube and not even give a fuck if it gets views, if it doesn't, if it gets monetized, if it doesn't, whatever. You know? That's what's gonna happen. So if you want to watch it live here, you can. If not, you can watch on the YouTube archive later whenever I get around to editing it. Worry, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Y'shtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. You want me to get wood? Dude, I got wood for days. My thanks. Read directly to the south. Thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray, see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some of their lumber for our cause. They will provide us or die, master. Aw, shit. What happened there? Did Dare Bear make one of those point mistakes? I'm sorry. Were you going for those forceful, aggressive negotiations, Avatar Blade? Aggressive. Hey, Irvith. Listen, I'm gonna take some wood, alright? Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. No, I need you to give me all the wood I want. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? It's none of your business. If you don't have the coin, the least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. Listen, I have this gun blade here. How about I let you talk with her about that? No? I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard. Most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Count 11 planks in the stack. Was that it? No, there's lumber upstairs. There it is. Count 24 planks, 35. Still missing one stack. Or is the third stack the one that we get from him? Taking stock for Irvith, are you? Yes, I counted we had 68 planks. Storehouse here. $103. 9 of those were rotted, though, so we tossed them out. 94. Grithel, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told. Guess we're 94. One's damaged. $106. That's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fare puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber, what you need it for anyway. Didn't I tell you I'm fixing the ladder? You're serious about the ladder, I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Well, it's a living, we have an itch to do something greater. Good. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He won't mind. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the lather along with all the lumber you need. Hey, Katsuhatsu, what's up? Worried that XIV broke. No, I was just doing the math. I'm actually decent at math. Not fast, but decent. You failed it, Fate? Quick, Rui, what's a prime number? A number that is only divided by itself and 1. A number that can only be divided by itself and 1. That's a prime number. So, like, for instance, 5 is a prime number, but 15 is not. What do you mean, but not 1? By itself or by 1? What do you mean, but not 1? The game considers 1 to not be a prime number for the sake of a boss mechanic. Well, that's bullshit. 1 is a prime number. Okay, Rui, what's the 30th prime number? Okay, now you're just asking way too much, dude. I'm not gonna count the prime numbers up to 30. It's like 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. This is... Forget about it. Okay. Fucking dude. It's not. Okay. I thought it was. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had to deal with prime numbers, but I thought 1 was a prime number. Criteria for prime is divisible by 1 and itself. 1 is itself, so okay, fair enough. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides, their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Masachai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be the determined soul. I doubt not, but that work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though hath been years in the making, at long last do people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us when thou takest these final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain detached from the land as it is. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. So am I gonna just like sit down and rest like a boss? Everybody's working, I'm just gonna sit down and take a load off? Thancred with a fucking hammer. Dula chunk.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Put him down.
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the XIV? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
I know what hides beneath the cowl.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
Rurkon, just want to say thank you for helping me get through that rough time back in November. Oh, dude, I'm glad I was able to help. Glad you enjoyed the content.
I never doubted you for a moment.
No, Cosbos, I know he's a Makote. And I suspect that he's either Grahatia or a relative of Grahatia.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much.
He's not as
The guilt of
transparent
causing
as
the
before.
flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, Hai. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett's self. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Let's go.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day.
It would have been so cruel if the elevator would just like go through Hardbert and he would just like not be able to touch the base of the elevator.
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
We finally are at top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alpha and Aurori, come up here. There's something you need to see. What could this be about? Wait, is it here? There's a village brewery over to the northeast. So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Rory. I bet it's a Makote. It's always the Makotes. Like, I know I'm blind, but Jesus. Oh. Gotcha, bitch. You have located the mysterious person, however, it seems he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly turns back to the village. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? Curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. Settle then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Angry Kangaroo, don't worry, dude. Just show up, watch the streams, or watch the content on YouTube. That's support enough. If eventually you can afford it, then it's appreciated, but it's not mandatory. On the other side of this wall. Hey Rui, what's the Rathalos Mount music? It's proof of a hero. But it's like, considering how often I'm mounted, I would burn out on that music and I don't want to. Proof of a Hero is special. I also have the Proof of the Hero Orchestron thingamabob. But that drops really often though. I should collect the next current before I head in there. Burned out from 6 hours. I told you guys to turn the music off. You don't listen. This is not my fault. I'm not taking the blame for it. Fate, but we'll have to carry Kegran at some point. But I mean, Kegran's lucky. He's probably gonna get it as a drop, that lucky bastard. It is a beautiful mount, isn't it? Look at it. Look at that. He looks fucking gorgeous. One is 400 to the south. How many do you still have? Let me just see. Wow, there's 4 more currents up here? They gotta be like really close. Oh no, this area is fucking massive. Never mind. How long is that fate? I'm going to go continue the MSQ for a bit. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by your reckoning. You hear faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge. It's probably in a window somewhere here. It's always something hiding at like the very edge of something. I'll probably have to go in here. Of course. Half empty cup. I love how the palico got up on the balcony. Cups are half empty or half full depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. Who put the kettle on? Major Bashir, thank you for the host. What news, Ruri? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed, while there's no one to be seen at this plane, this village is anything but abandoned. The villagers are trying to conceal themselves. They are doing a rather poor job of it, but if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I could fire my gunlets. I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? We did save your life. I don't remember when, but I do remember you. Tristal, oh yeah, the artist. The artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. I'd say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amiti, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate until Mount Gold broke away from the earth, then just as suddenly the ladders started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? So Valthry is a sin eater. He's fled to Mount Golg. This is a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Valthry, we must find a way to reach Mount Golg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Nice guy. Alice is eager to get on with the task. Get on with it! Got another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Ruri and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well. Then just take care out there. Be careful out there. Damn. Alrighty. Considering that we're close enough to the south, we might as well just collect this one. Shouldn't be too far. Southeast. East. Time to Skyrim my way up a mountain. Don't you fucking dare. Got it. You can fuck off now. No, stop, Phoenix, no. Why you do this? Come on, Phoenix. Yeah, Major Bashir, ain't that the truth? How is that? The Duergar Mountains. Ironbeard. What? They're toads. This is the Dwarven city you guys kept talking about. They're too tiny to be dwarves. $40 alms to the north. That means I'll need to jump up in here. It's got to be like a path or something. Or maybe it's just back here. Northwest. Yeah, it's definitely up there somewhere. Okay, I see a path upwards. So this is as close as we'll ever get to dwarves in this game. Feels bad. Okay, dude, what the fuck? Oh, it's inside one of these houses. Damn, this was well hidden as fuck. Okay, next one is up north. Shit, but I'm limited here. How many ohms? 300. At least there's got to be something around this. I mean, I'm sure we'll have some quests to do in there eventually. Okay, there's a beefy cave. Are they the crafting beast tribe? Holy shit. Southwest. This one's like gonna be across the map. It's probably like one left, I think. Yeah, one left. Since I get this one, I'll be free. Am I gonna be able to fly? I don't think so, right? Yeah, we're still missing 3 key quests. Figured as much. So probably not worth my time right now to go after that one that's really, really far. Yeah, we'll do that one later. Actually, that one's downstairs. Go for the beard. What the fuck? Path diverges, let's split up so that we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way in a short while then. Did my music break, by the way? Because I don't think I'm supposed to have this music this whole time. Or is it like that in this area because of the mission we're in? Okay.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, XIV. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come. Let us see how this unfolds.
Seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Teleport.
Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Run. Thither should we make our way.
I can't believe I forgot one downstairs. Didn't expect to see the Shies here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gold. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together. My weapon is 412. What is this? $415. Ah, whatever. Dwarven Mithril Mana Trigger? Okay, if this is not the coolest looking gunblade in the game, I'm going to be very disappointed. What the fuck? It's green though, but it is pretty badass. It is pretty fucking badass. It looks like an axe! It's an axe gunblade! What? That's pretty cool. It's dyeable? Oh, what? Dude, I need to dye that shit then. I think I have some black suit, right? Oh yeah, I do. Oh, it's not dyeable. Cosbaz. God damn it. Alice would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Forthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters.
I know of an Amaro.
Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
I know of an Amaro.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to Earth!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
Bring it back down.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gould will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much
The
as
Blessed.
possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
And the Pixies.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
But I'm the best friend of the king, the queen, the Pixies.
I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmor and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
Yeah.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
I'm the Warrior of Darkness, bitch. The artist Alphino and his assistants.
that may not have... never mind.
It's so cool to see Alphino just go like...
You will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. A village of Yulmoran exiles? Those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. Should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Dula Chunk, get control of your man. Oh dear, darling Apis, they've lost the plot. But he has it in him, Marie. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. Bit of advice I learned from his mother responds poorly to obvious praise. You need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Must lift the spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Lol. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's even dreamed of it. Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. Suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not bolly likely to give it. Tristle's among them, you say to yourself, lest you've forgotten, we've essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. Things don't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together, even if they hurled stones at me. Perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Well, what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous talos is impossible. No amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think the plan's absurd. I think it's absurd. We liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for the moment that if we fail to reach Valtteri and only succeed in provoking him in his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Then we'll go together. Oh, so I can die with you. How very kind of you to offer, but it's all the same. I'd rather keep on living. How can you remain so optimistic throughout all of this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, why did you throw yourself in the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love. Indeed, what else could compel us to face such dangers? I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. It's burning with motivation. Nailed him. Yes, yes, by the gods I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this was a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. It is Grahatia. It is Grahatia. It's definitely Grahatia. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps, but what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up yet. Yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged onwards towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are men of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. Oh! And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord, shall we? You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gold by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land, that is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You've every right to be upset. Vorthri's not the one to blame for your suffering, we are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong, terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you, hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Golg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show when the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus' stern works will deliver. That's what I like to hear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm about to have a giant crystal heart attack. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, wicked white. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. Leonine. The heart. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on a design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. We need a chunk. A fucking chunk of Leonine. Driscoll knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. If you seek material for the Talos heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Tholls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, it was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Tholls at their village in the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot. Do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Rory. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. Leave the heart of the two to the two of you, then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Oh, we're going to their city. Convenient. The fuck? This place is called Scree? What? That's illegal. You can't do that. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, I should open this. I need to, like, not be on a mount? Okay. I'll do it when I reach town, then.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Schmeep boy, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate the support. Thank you. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lolly ho! What did you just call me? Lolly ho! Sorry, excuse for greeting was that? Where's your heart, lad? Your stones! Come, let's try it again. Lolly ho! Lolly ho! Not bad, but there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what you doing here? Recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thol family. May we speak with Chief Zamot? Why, yes, you may. I am Zamot, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. It's the folk of Amity that sent you here. You must have quite the tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. I love how the chief just comes by to receive you. He's like, hey, what's up? Well, and I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all of them sim eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, kind of all you seek is precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bundle things up and squander it, like no amount of veil will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thol. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. That's a fine-looking fucking statue with a beast of a hammer. Oh, dude, I bet that's a fucking warrior weapon. Look at that shit. My gear is... Oh, yeah, the gear. Okay. What? What? What the fuck? I'm pretty much one of them now. Listen well, as you know, we're a Minin folk. And in the Minin life, danger is a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we can do by undertaking a trial that tests the 3 traits all good miners can't do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now look onto my helm, mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves, as well helms that are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Alley-ho, you must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, 3D Mine Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? For all its reaction, the creature may as well be made of stone. It only stares at you. Fuck! I would thank you not to shoot me! Alright, that's the way next time. It's a trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Let's go. Jesus, they're fast. What the fuck? Well done, redundant trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness till late. Well, that was fast. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. This plane you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Oh, this is gonna be good. 409. What could possibly go wrong? Oops. Did you know that Kalusia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining this stuff since ancient times. Every so often, the selfsame veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look, and no place is surer than Duergar's 12. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Really saw its claim to place as theirs and refused to let us any other bugger near. There never was a more odious lot than the Gogs. I could go on forever about these hornless horsens, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this: if you want the Earthseed, you got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? I had to deal with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now to help you find a way, I have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Korut. Couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Golg, but I didn't know why. To think the last Life Warden's hiding up there. The fate of collusion. Oh, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it's not so simple. This is Karut. Young as he is one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with pickaxe is true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle and he couldn't hit the side of a mine cart if it was sitting on him.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a sin eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please, please let me go with you. I take care of you, you take care of the ore. Shattuck Angel, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate support. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Korut, far be it for me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter sin eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, there will be more of a spectacle than a concern. Oh, you can't abandon this. I wanted to abandon it, see what he had to say. Looks like you can't abandon MSQ quests, though. Oh well. The Dwerga's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. This is a meaty fucking gunblade. Come here. Or maybe not. Does it make blunt sounds instead of a sword? It does make blunt sounds instead of cutting sounds. Because the other gunblades don't. Doesn't that make blunt sounds as well? Cosmos? Can I take the big one? I guess I take all of them, huh? damn it, why can't I get aggro off of this damn thing? Okay, he wants the big damage. Okay, you need to stop kissing my ass, Exarch. I like keeping my charge for when I need to move. I'm not moving. Limit break. Wah! They know we need it. Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Rui? Let's do this. I wasn't able to cancel that one. Who's next? fuck? Okay, this is a big mini boss. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Right, follow me please. I will take you to Duergar Tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. That music was from Crystal Tower? Makes a lot of sense. The terrain and the stench are any indication, we are at the tool. Ah, there. The Gogs with their ugly, unkept beards. They realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Be not so hasty, Groot. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I'll use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool Sin Eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find this to Earthseed? Aye, I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We would be much obliged. Without further ado, then. I can see straight through me. Right, the digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Karut cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few gogs from the field. To that end, dream powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Lax and Loft. We used it in Yulmore too. Seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I will cast the enchantment. See you later, Avatar Blade. Oarsmen taking their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can. Let us await Kurot's return. Watch him come back with like a fucking massive bag that he can barely carry. This is the purest stuff there is. I think it's enough, or shall I go? I think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Korut. Let's carry this back to... Are you all right? He's too far away from the tower. Long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I have also overexerted myself in the moment, to have this rare opportunity, yet to be unable to enjoy it to the full. Who goes there? That's Glag, the chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Thalls. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. That I should find here but Thal scum skulking about. It's a spineless act befitting your limp beards! Your limp beards! What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly taped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp, better hobgoblins' nose hairs than the feeble floppy things you Thals have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water, this is not like to end of its own accord. Do you perchance have some dream powder left? Enough to put an end to this. Oof, right in his face. Let us put it to use and be on our way, though something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. What the swivin? Forgive me, Korut, but we need you to be calm as well. Sorry, it's just when it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, friend. You are here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it's time to take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Well, my friend, much as I have enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earth Seed safely to the hands of China's. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Korut back to Tomra? My thanks, for brief though it was an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Enmity. But this was not the first time you adventured with us, Rahatia. You can't fool me anymore. Leave the Earth Seed to me, friend. Gremlin conversation is pretty good. Hector of Troya, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Really, really appreciate the support. And congratulations to Exploding Fortress, Jeff Druin, Tristeray, Zalex, and Tanya Raven. Tip of the hat to all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, really appreciate the support, Hector of Troya. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That praise emote is on the road to becoming more utilized than the rat emote. Looks like we're starting to get a couple of more of these that are going to give us the yeah. I'll do those later. Lolly ho! Glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earth Seed then? I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear that young Korut was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we reckon you'd be needing some mining tools. Went and modified our spare pickaxes for use with bigger folk. Take these with you, should be plenty to go around. What our scout tells me, there's a crowd gathered at top rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? Did you put a hat on the rat? Who does that? Look, Ree, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. Even Magnus is here. This isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers Thancred and Ren recruited are being escorted to the work site, and by both Crystarium and Ulmorian soldiers, no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Pickaxes from the dwarves? Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly where we need it. I'm a MacGuffin! Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. Here you go, Kaishir. Get your ass to work. See you later, Shaggarot. Pickaxes, loads of them. Now we may all work to our heart's content. Oh. Well, I don't have many talents. I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no Talos we can't build. Still haven't repaid you an Alphino for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. That ain't gonna stop me from trying. I'm with you till the end. Gambare! Come on, you lot, look lively. We've come, Marie, in case you're wondering. Gutjarn is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so he's gone on ahead. Bah, could have at least left us a spare set of tools. There you go. The build-up to this is impressive. Wonderful, now we can be about it too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock and trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go to home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thaf? I thought you brought your own tools. I did. I was about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods, if this plan works and the giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley it could push. Imagine the size of the trolley. You're still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you it's not what the Talos is for? Where the hell's where the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere. You just need a little imagination, seeing as the Stoneworks is involved. Maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough. We're gonna work, and if I hear any more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. Oh, dude. Long time no see, traveler. You waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? There you go. Oh, you clearly weren't, and neither are we. Rest assured, we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. Ugh. As much as we all enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards. Greetings, Rhea. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Journey's End. Oh. After night return to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patient's transformation had halted in every one of them. We healed everybody? I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were still celebrating days later when who should come along but Alice. She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all answered her call right then and there. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. I too have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. My thanks, Rue. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It'd be a shame if they fell prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right, let us see that this plan is a resounding success, for the sake of all in Norvrand. Well, my friend, it appears we are the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Y'shtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join him at once. I think they abuse this music in this particular area. Just a little bit. I mean, we've been hearing hype music for the last, like, hour or so. It's a little bit too much. Like, I love the music, but it's getting a little bit long in the tooth. Guys, you know I was talking to Kegrin earlier, and he was talking about the first dungeon, and you know what he said to me? He said to me, man, who would ever take that random guard as a trust into that dungeon? That's what he told me. The random guard. Lina. The random guard. Yeah, the guard captain. I was like, you mean Captain Lina? What? Yes, the named important character. He didn't know at that point, though. Good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Che in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai, yet from my perspective, a layman Layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, it's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. That quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing a smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. Moment, friends, there's something I would show you. I say, are these not heartstones? They are the most prized possession of we of the Knights Blessed. These belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water and imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation to the Thalos. What do you think? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Powered by the dead of the Knights Blessed. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our Heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you were to instruct us as to how to distribute the Heartstones. And Ruri, for good luck, may I ask you that you imbue one as well. Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetheryte. View the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. That's the stone that we recovered. Familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do. Thank you, Ruri. This heartstone appears familiar. It's because it belonged to Taudia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to sin eaters. Oh wait, Taudia is the one that they killed right at the... Oh, we did the ceremony and everything. Right, I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued? Then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Golg is secured, we shall sally forth. Promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. Moment, Urianger. You said that you would have the measures ready in the event our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I requireth lieth in this land. I trust you, Urianger. And I swear to thee that thy trust is not misplaced. As ardently as I pray for the preservation of this world, so too do I pray for thy safety. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. That a game is able to make me care for one elf, let alone two, is nothing short of legendary. I am told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrand for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself. But will it be enough? Shy Nuz is looking a little bit more anxious. God, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Ruri? Thank you. Wait, why is it not... This is the one that I was using. It's mostly for cutscene purposes. The Exarch, he went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's alright. You're quite welcome, I'm a bird hawk. I'm happy that you're enjoying it.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Yep. It's him. It's Graatia. I've always... I knew for a while now.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
I'll settle matters with the Empire.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over?
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
He's talking about us. Cosbuzz, how close are we to a good stopping point? Because this thing's just been building up hype and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. So after I turn in this quest? Or immediately? It's going to level lock me? Really? I am much revived for the fresh air, in your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Jeff, run. I don't want to stop either, but it's 2 in the morning, and if I don't get some sleep, I'm not going to be able to live stream tomorrow. That's the thing. So we'll do this one more cutscene, and then I need to go to sleep so that I can stream tomorrow. Oh wow, really? Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your hair is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. Now with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, of both our objectives. Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. It is unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late. He's talking like Varys is a scion. Ascian. The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. It is your heart's desire, is it not, to seize a victory that is yours and yours alone for the future of Garlemald? Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Oh shit. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this first are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourselves, Xenos, yea, Galvus. Dude, this cutscene. If anybody was watching this without context, you'd be like, what? I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets or my flesh, I care not which you give me first, the choice is yours. Oh man, what? What? Oh my god, dude. Oh man, the ultimate cock tease, dude. What is that? Did you see how quick that was? It was just like instantly from the quest level lock. Like that was just like, oh my god, dude. It was so fast. It was like, here's this awesome cutscene. Bam, you're level locked, bitch. Done. Oh, that was good. That was good. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, dude. That is insane. So as you guys can see, that is gonna be it for now. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Tomorrow, we continue this, and tomorrow, we go all the way. Alright, you guys ready to go all the way? Hopefully you guys are ready to go all the way. Okay, team, let's find someone to go harass, shall we? Let's see who we're gonna harass tonight. Who's still online? Look at this fucking liar. Huh. How dare you? This guy's a goddamn liar. Anyway. Say something. Bum 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 bum. Okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna call out this person's lies. You're gonna be raiding Tuna. When you get there, spam praise, but also remind him that he's lying when he says that he is the only SNS streamer. He is a liar. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be streaming here some more Final Fantasy, and then probably on Sunday we'll get started with Neo 2, assuming that I can finish the MSQ tomorrow. We shall see. Anyway, that is it for today. Peace out, team.